Friends, today I want to discuss about a very common question asked by all budding stevia farmers. And the question is, what is the best stevia variety? Frankly speaking, this is one of the most difficult questions. I feel it is very difficult to suggest just a single variety for a specific location where there is no precedence for stevia farming. I believe that it's too risky to start with only one variety. And I always recommend for all upcoming stevia farmers to conduct a small field trial first with preferably 5 or 6 varieties. And I suggest to watch all those varieties for maybe a season, which will be about 4 months long, and assess their biomass yield, their steviol glycoside yield, and then zero on a certain variety. This always pays actually. I have witnessed several plantations who went just on the basis of recommendation of somebody for a single variety and ultimately ended up with disaster. The variety was not found to be compatible with the local agroclimate. They flowered profusely, and oftentimes the biomass yield was also less, and steviol glycoside yield as well. So it is always wise to conduct a field trial. And for field trial, you don't have to do in a very large manner, in a very big way. You may just lay out a small non-replicated trial with a plot size of maybe 10 square meter for each variety, and plant 7 or 8 varieties simultaneously, or maybe 6 varieties, whatever you are comfortable with, and depending on the variety which are accessible to you. And now you need to manage all those varieties in a uniform manner and watch them grow. You need to take good care of them, and you need to harvest them simultaneously after the growing season. And you need to measure the biomass yield, that is the dry leaf yield per unit area, so that we can calculate per hectare yield from the data. And the dried leaf samples are to be sent for steviol glycoside assay, so that we can understand what is the steviol glycoside yield for all those varieties. On the basis of that, a single variety is to be chosen. The next step will be multiplication of the same variety at your place. I never recommend to buy planting material from third-party producers, third-party vendors, because that is the highest capital cost for the plantation. But if you produce your planting material of your own, then the cost will go down maybe 5-fold. If you produce your own planting materials, the production cost will be 20% of that, what you would have been spent if you bought that planting material from a third-party vendor. So this is the way you can minimize your risks for plantation and select the correct variety for your plantation. So thank you very much for your attention, and please keep on sending your questions to me so that I can make short videos like this and address your questions and concerns one by one. Bye, friends.